In this video we're going to go through the key units that you need to remember for GCSE Physics. So the first one is length. Length is measured in meters and the symbol for that is a lowercase m. Length could refer to the distance something has travelled, an extension of a spring for example, the width of an object, the height of something. All of these are measurements of length, and the standard unit is meter. So if it's in kilometers for example or millimeters, you need to make sure that you convert it back to meters because that's the standard unit. So if it was kilometers, you would times it by 1,000 to convert it to meters, this standard unit. The next one is time. Time is measured in seconds. So obviously you can measure time in other units as well, but the standard unit is seconds. So if time is given to you in minutes, for example, or hours, you need to make sure you convert it back to the standard unit, which is a second. Okay, it's got this symbol lowercase s. So for example, if the time was given as 2 minutes, you times it by 60 to convert it to seconds. So 2 times 60 is 120 seconds. The next one is speed. Speed is measured in meters per second, okay, and the symbol is m/s. So speed is the distance divided by time, the meters per second. The next one is mass. Mass is measured in kilograms and the symbol for that is kg. So if you're given a unit in grams or milligrams, you need to make sure that you convert it to kilograms. So the next few units are going to be in the electricity topic. So the first one is current, which is like the flow of charge. Current is measured in amperes or amps, and it's got a symbol of a capital A. For example, if you're given the current in milliamps, you'd need to make sure that you divide your answer by 1,000 to convert it back to amps. The next one is voltage. Voltage is measured in volts and it's got a capital V as a symbol. The next one is resistance. Resistance is measured in ohms and it's got that symbol there, ohm. Those three things that we just looked at, so voltage, current and resistance, are linked by this equation V equals IR. Voltage is equal to current times by the resistance. So when you're using this equation, make sure that the values that are given to you for each one are in the standard units. If you don't convert it to the standard units, your final answer won't be correct. So for example, if they give you a current of 2 milliamps and a resistance of 3 ohms for example, that's in the correct unit, but this one isn't. I need to divide this by 1,000 first before I can work out the voltage, which would be to multiply the two together. The next one is temperature. Temperature is measured in kelvins and it's got a symbol of capital K. So if you've got a temperature in degrees Celsius, you will need to add 273 to convert it to kelvins. So degrees Celsius to Kelvin, you add 273, and from Kelvin back to degrees Celsius you take away 273. The next one is amount of substance, and that is measured in moles. It's got this MOL as a symbol. The next one is energy. Energy is measured in joules and it's got the symbol capital J. So energy could refer to any type of energy, for example gravitational potential energy, elastic potential energy, kinetic, thermal. All of these are different types of energy stores and they're all measured in joules. Another quantity is called work done, and the amount of work done by something is also equal to energy, so work done is also measured in joules. Okay, the next one is frequency. Frequency is measured in hertz and it's got a symbol of capital H and a lowercase z. The next one is force. Force is measured in newtons, which is a capital N, that's the symbol. So there are various different types of forces and they act in different directions. You can have upthrust, air resistance, drag. All of these are forces that can act in different directions. Weight is basically the force due to gravity, so it's down direction, it's towards the center of the earth. So weight is measured in newtons just like force is measured in newtons. The next one is power. Power is measured in watts and the symbol for that is a capital W. The next one is pressure. Pressure is measured in pascals, PA, capital P, lowercase a, that's the symbol. And charge is measured in coulombs and the symbol for that is a capital C. And the last one is magnetic flux density and that is measured in Tesla, which is a capital T.